Was it your turn to hide the body or is it mine?
Hi.
Oh, hi! Hi there, I'm Danica from Live 105 and this is,
This is Patrick. You may know me as the useless weirdo on Kevin Kline Live. So we decided that it's the end of the year. What drives up traffic on every website?
top 5 list. Well, we're doing top 5 today, but top list of the whole year.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
You can't stop it. So, what do we start?
So we are going to start with our top 5 movies of 2014. You got your list? Ready? We're doing this. My top 5, Patrick's top 5. We're going to see who has better taste in movies this year. No, it's definitely not.
Do you own any DVDs in the Criterion collection? Do you?
I don't.
You don't? Somebody gonna shut the up.
Top 5 movies of 2014 for me. Number 5, Guardians of the Galaxy was awesome. I was going in expecting not that amazing to be blown away, but I really loved it. I love Chris Pratt. I thought it was a really, really great superhero movie this year. So Guardians of the Galaxy, number 5 for me. Number 4, Gone Girl. I thought that was a fantastic movie this year. I left the theater just like completely mind blown. Didn't know what to think about it. It was really well done, a really good storyline, and it kept me guessing through the whole movie. And I really hope it wins some awards this year. Gone Girl for sure. Number 4. Number 3, I am a very, very big Wes Anderson fan. So Grand Budapest Hotel, definitely one of my top movies of 2014. Just I love all the quirkiness and all the characters were perfect in the movie. Definitely on top of my Wes Anderson list in general. So it was great. If you haven't seen it yet, go see it. I actually went to an art exhibit in San Francisco that featured a bunch of cool Grand Budapest Hotel things, so that was really cool. Number 2 is Whiplash for me. I am a drummer. I've been playing drums since the age of 12, so it's connected with me on a really deep level. It was very well shot, and the director is his second movie, and it was loosely based on his experiences as a drummer and, you know, with J.K. Simmons, the instructor that he plays, and it was just cool. I like that he based it kind of on himself. The music was fantastic. I just really, really enjoyed that movie. Super intense too, so go see that if you're a musician or you have any interest in that, in the field of music. Number 1 for me was definitely Birdman. Big Michael Keaton fan, and what I loved most about this movie is pretty much in one continuous shot, and I didn't catch on until like halfway through, and I was like, oh wait, this is one shot. It's really, really cool. I also really like the soundtrack to it as well. Michael Keaton did an awesome job. Loved Edward Norton in it. Emma Stone is awesome. I really hope Michael Keaton comes back, makes a comeback into the film world, gets an award. If you haven't seen it yet, definitely go check out Birdman.
Okay, I can get that, Birdman, but I am surprised. No Boyhood? I haven't seen it personally, which makes me look really bad. But if Metacritic is to be believed, you're supposed to worship that film.
You are supposed to, and I thought I was going to. I was so stoked for Boyhood, and then I saw it, and I was like, kind of a letdown. It was cool that you saw him growing up, but the story was really lacking for me. And Birdman had a great story. I love that it was shot in one continuous shot. The soundtrack was awesome. And Michael Keaton,
He's amazing. He's great. There's no denying it. Michael Keaton kicks so much ass in that movie.
That's my number 1. I'm
okay.
Sticking to it. I love Birdman. It's a great film if you haven't seen it yet.
Absolutely. I can agree on that. But yes. Top 5 movies of the year. Number 5, I'm going with the Lego Movie, because if you get the team behind 21 and 22 Jump Street, everything is going to be awesome. Amazing kids movie, and there's plenty of laughs to be had for frickin' everything in it. Simply, everything is awesome. It's in the song itself. Number 4 is Gone Girl. I have never watched a movie in my life that made me so angry, yet at the same time walked out loving, because it's so amazingly directed. David Lyncher is a goddamn genius. And if you just like good thrillers, he's the guy to go to. A+ work.
Is David Lyncher his name?
David Fincher. He did Alien 3.
It sounded like you said Lyncher.
Did I? David Lyncher is a goddamn genius. David Lyncher. Yeah, whatever. Number 3, Grand Budapest Hotel. I'm a fan of Wes Anderson as well, but unfortunately, I don't think it's one of his best films, so I can't put it on my top. But nonetheless, any Wes Anderson film is still better than a majority of the stuff that's being put out these days. It's great work. It's a little unnerving the way that he shoots the frames because it changes 3 times throughout the film. But nonetheless, great performances. The story is a little lacking, but nonetheless, fantastic film. Number 2, Birdman, simply because it is too big to be a play, yet too small to be a huge, big blockbuster film. But it's able to fit that median in with just long takes, well acted, and amazing special effects to suit its purposes. Nothing's too shoved in the face, and there's just great performances all around. Number 1, Interstellar. I saw this film in IMAX twice in one weekend because it was just that good. It blew my mind how well Christopher Nolan can direct a scene, the way that he can push a story on such a grounded level, and then instantly take it to the stars to do all this fantastic work. Some of the best space scenes I've seen in sci-fi since probably, I want to say, 2001: A Space Odyssey. I'd be willing to put it on that level. It is a sight to behold, and if you can still see it in IMAX, I highly recommend it before it is gone forever.
Interstellar, okay.
Yeah.
I could see that. That wasn't even on my top 5 list.
Mm-hmm.
It should have been. It was a good movie. The only reason, me
movie.
Personally, it wasn't on my list is one, way too long for me. I don't pay attention in long movies like The Hobbit and,
well, yeah,
you know,
Hobbit sucked.
Well, okay, Inception, that was hard. I fell asleep in that. Very well done. Very well done. Better than Gravity.
Yeah.
I loved it. It was good. I applaud you for that choice. It's a good choice.
Did you see it in IMAX, though?
I did not see it in IMAX.
See, that, to me, was the quintessential point that you needed to see it in IMAX, because it is visually stunning on a giant-ass IMAX screen. Everything just pops way better. Everything is way more impressive. There was effects in it that I would say look better than the best 3D effects in immersing you.
It was very... You know, picture-wise, it was very well done.
Yeah.
Story was good too.
Story was amazing.
It was. Not on my top, but I mean, cool that it's yours.
Granted, I'm probably one of the few people that saw that movie but watched Cosmos first. So like all the space stuff,
like it appealed
I
more
totally
to you
get.
Better. Exactly.
I get the space stuff way more than a lot of people. Like I remember I was having that discussion with my parents, having to deal with explaining to them everything about
the theory of relativity.
Yeah, it's a bit of a headache, but nonetheless, that is my number 1.
Okay.
And we will see you tomorrow for more fun top 5 lists. We're not moving. We're staying right here until you
We're actually glued to the seats.